Hey, Facebook Live. We're here 1 week later, and we had such an overwhelming response last week with how to de-stress with Virginia on Wellness Wednesday that, well, the topic was just natural to say how to de-stress part two. So I'm James Curry with the Communications Department, and Virginia Inge is our expert, right?
I'm not an expert, James. I'm just a counselor, an employee of the Mobile County Health Department as the administrator of behavioral health. And here I can bring, my experience and training and things like that to maybe provide a little bit of encouragement and insight. But I'm not an expert. So.
Okay, well, you're more of an expert than I am. I'm just a guy that talks too much.
Well, I'm sure I'm going to learn from you and even from the viewers.
Well, we've learned a lot in a week since we've gotten a lot of questions, and I made some notes for myself here also too. So there's some stuff that I wanted to go over that I wanted to make sure that we covered before we go on to some of the other topics. We had some really great topics that were sent to us, so I think you and I already have 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time planned. So
absolutely, I've got some ideas too.
Those are going to be great. And this is live, and we are humans, so from time to time we do need to drink some water. So hey,
stay hydrated.
Yeah. Okay, these are the notes that I made here, so forgive me if it sounds like I'm reading a little bit, but I just want to make sure we cover everything. Virginia, studies have found that many health problems, as we talked about last week, they're related to stress. And stress seems to worsen or increase the risk of conditions like obesity, heart disease, Alzheimer's, diabetes, depression, gastrointestinal problems, and something I didn't know about, asthma.
Right,
so,
absolutely.
Fill me in a little bit on how stress relates to those health problems of your body. You go see your medical doctor about.
I absolutely will. But just a little housekeeping thing, if I may, just to provide a personal self-disclosure in abiding by our social media policy. These are the views of myself and not necessarily the views of the MCHD. However, we have been approved to do this Wellness Wednesday, and we fall in line with the mission of MCHD to promote, improve, and protect the health of Mobile County. Okay?
Well, that's good.
Let me answer your question.
Okay, I'm glad you got the legalese out of the way.
Okay. So yes, all of these chronic illnesses have definitely been associated with stress. And not only that, but they're exacerbated, they're increased with stress. So it's very important to address that. A lot of people that we see within behavioral health meet the criteria of falling in line with having either diabetes or hypertension, which is that high blood pressure, or obesity. So it's definitely related to our lifestyle choices. And so today we're going to talk a lot about that, how to, make good choices and how to de-stress.
So, just kind of wrapping up what you just said, if someone came in here to the health department or family health and they saw their regular physician with one of these problems, their physician would likely refer them to you.
Okay? Correct.
Just to make sure that we've covered everything. We've covered mind and body. Right?
Yes, and it's really exciting because, a couple of years ago, physicians were not fully on board with that holistic health of the patient. So yes, we get a lot of our referrals from the physicians who see that they have a chronic illness and who want to connect that person to support and a behavioral health provider like myself or other members of our team.
Well, thank you for clarifying that.
Yeah.
And that's how people would be able to see you.
Yes, you can also hear by word of mouth. Essentially, you just need to be a patient here at the health department, having gone to an urgent care with family health or seeing a primary care provider or a nurse practitioner in order for us to provide you with that service.
I know one of the things I was working on here, it really looks like I'm taking some really good notes.
Right.
And I am, but I wanted to share this with everybody that's watching, that another way to de-stress, you gave me this little adult coloring page here that I was kind of working on. And that, I think that's a good, helpful technique too. I'm glad you gave that to me. I'm having trouble concentrating here and staying within the line.